Buenas tardes, buenos dias. How are you guys? Welcome. Another episode of Nachin and Friends. This week is a little bit different. We had some technical difficulties. We had a lot of different things going on that really kind of like hinder us and made us like not go on Friday, but we're here on a Saturday morning, a little bit better. We were under the weather. We got a little illness that got us down, but we're back on top. And without further ado, let me bring my guests here. My guests today are Edith and my friend, aka my producer, Charlie. Edith, we're looking in the background. Can you switch your phone sideways? Like that, it can show you differently. Y si le bajas un poquito a la computer so we won't hear the volume a little bit. Charlie, habla, por favor.
Ahí está.
No,
Yes, sir. Well, good morning.
mueve el teléfono, Edith,
Very
así
good
sideways.
morning.
Ahí está, chingón. Ok, Charlie, ¿cómo estás?
Very good morning. I'm doing great, brother. Happy 4th of July.
Damn.
It's the happy Saturday morning.
It's the weekend.
A very interesting, a very interesting and different 4th of July this year.
Yeah, indeed. It's a
You know,
crazy one,
by
right?
all means. It is. Hey, Edith, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Excited to be here with you guys. Thank you so much.
Edith was supposed to be with
thank
us
you.
last week, but we had some technical difficulties and we couldn't connect with Edith. But today we're there, and today's topic is lies, mentiras. ¿Por qué las decimos? ¿Por qué las hacemos? ¿Por qué pasan todas estas cosas de que la gente es falsa, hipocresía? Why are people such fakers when it comes to being honest? They just want to be lied to. Especially today's times. We look at the president. He even talks about the media being a liar, and he lies a lot. And you look around, and a lot of people on social media, they're liars. They portray a different image. They want to be super perfect, super cool. And when you look around, you're like, dude, why? Charlie, why do you think this is happening? Why do people lie?
You know what? It comes from every other aspect. Throughout the week, I took the chance to not interview, but do like a little polling, if you will. The number one answer was for privacy and protection.
Privacy and protection of
So
what?
I went privacy and privacy because little mentiras piadosas. You
White
don't.
lies.
Yeah, white lies. There you go. You don't want someone to know. You want
Too much.
you want that privacy. Yes, you don't want them to know too much about your life, but just enough for them to like you. And then just overall, if you think about it, the only reason people lie because they want to communicate. They want to get something across.
They want to fit in at the same
to
time?
your point, that's it. They want to fit in. They want to be liked. They want to be and they want the admiration from their friends or whoever's around. When even if you think about it, we somehow down the line we all do it.
Yeah.
Even tweaking your resume a little bit. You want that job.
It's crazy.
It's
I remember like when I was in high school, like I lived in Boyle Heights, right in the hood, and I would go out of the hood to go pick up on girls, and I would lie to them. I would tell them that I lived in another area, that I lived in Monterey Park, and man, it was crazy just because I wanted to fit in, and I couldn't be honest with them. I'm at a point right now in my life where I feel like if I'm not honest, I don't feel good. I feel really, really bad. I feel like I don't know. And I sense lies. I sense them right away. I got to a point where I've been burned by a lot of people that were liars, really good liars, especially in business. Like a couple of months ago, I was working with other people, right, doing some advertisement for them. And at the same time, I got to see the whole truth behind it. And I'm like, man. And then the guy tells me, you know what, bro? It's what it takes. It's what it takes for it to happen. We're going to do this because we need to do this and we have to make the sale. We have to make this. And I'm like, dude, why would you lie to people? He's like, it's all about making the money, bro. I'm like, so there's lies in so many levels: family, love, work, money, everything, right? But I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like we're really going through a crisis because if we don't stop lying to each other, where are we going to get to? It's like pure deception. That's why there's a lot of people.
People can't handle it though. We don't want to get judged. And when you're honest, like completely honest, I feel people still like, they're lying. Like the clarity is never there. And the judgment. We don't want to get judged more than anything.
So you think it's more like a character flaw, like they really want to do it just to fit in, or because their whole, I guess.
Maybe not so much to fit in, but sometimes to not get judged, to not, que no te mire la gente mal. You tweak your little, le pones más crema a tus tacos because you're like, oh shit, like I don't want them to look at me like that. So le pones un poquito más, and they're white lies. But I feel that if you lie, you're fucked. And if you tell the truth, igual, porque nunca van a saber si es la verdad, and vice versa. You know, you really don't know when it's the truth.
What is the biggest lie
So
que te han
it's
dicho
true.
a ti?
Oh, shit. Son tantas, no sé, that they love me.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one to swallow, dude. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you tell somebody that they love you and in reality you don't, that person becomes attached to you.
Yeah.
And when they found the truth, it's a heartbreak. It's a mess, dude. It's a bigger mess than it's a simple lie. And to that point, for example, the biggest one this week was with this young girl, Vanessa Guillen.
Yeah, man. Sad story.
The base have been lying all along. Nothing happened. The truth came out. What happened? Dude that did all the mess, all the mess. I don't even want to call him a sergeant because that's a disgrace to this country, But because this young girl was serving, and the minute they found out who he was, he shot himself. Come on, man. That's a wuss. That's a
Yeah,
I
it's
don't wanna
crazy,
say it,
It's
coward. Yeah.
it's crazy because you really think about it. Like, he was lying. He was lying to himself because he wanted to be that guy that, I guess, he thought the girl really liked him, but she didn't. And they were talking about him being always a stalker behind her, like following her everywhere, and him trying to lie and
So
say
staying.
that she liked him, right? But she didn't. And it came to a point where he had to force himself to do something because of that stupid lie that he had inside of him, that she was for him when she
He
wasn't.
believed it.
You know?
The obsession,
Yeah.
obsession with that, and that could be a whole different topic. But and to that point, coming across doing some research, lying does really mess up with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Because you start
start
believing it. You tell
start
yourself a lie.
exactly. You start, it messes with your brain. I believe it's called your amygdala.
Mm-hmm.
Your amygdala is a part in your brain that it reasons with your emotions.
Right.
So once you start lying, it starts killing your emotions. It starts killing all that makes you human. So
Excuse me. I think at the end of the day, it's exactly what you just said, Charlie. The fact that we are conditioned and we are trained to be a certain way in life, meaning like we accept logic, right? A equals B. Then,
What is logic?
right. Logic is supposedly, doing things the right way, straight path. You do this, you're going to get this. But at the same time, it's not anymore. We're living in a lying world. Totally in a lying world. Like me, like I'm into the car world, right? I see a lot of liars in there too. Like, oh yeah, este carrito está bueno, oiga. And when you get it,
They're
you're like,
everywhere.
hijos de su puta madre, it's not even like that, Like, yes, Bella. Sorry, mama. Sorry, baby. Bella's joining us too. She doesn't like lies either.
Yay.
Like, I had a girl.
My dad's a mechanic.
Your dad's a mechanic?
So he's a big liar.
ouch.
He was just telling me how he started a business deal the wrong way
Uh-huh.
with a cop, and the third party was supposed to get like an extra $500, and they flipped the coin,
Right.
and it landed on my dad's feet, and the guy called heads, and my dad told him it was eagles, so they could pocket those $500, him and the cop.
Yeah.
And then the cop turned around and screwed my dad over. And he's like, you see, because I did things wrong. And I'm like, well, yeah, like, why are you trying to screw somebody over? And then that person turned around and screwed you even bigger.
Well, they say, you know what? If you lie, karma's gonna get you, and I believe so. Like, I'm a firm believer that what you do is what you're gonna get back. And if you continue to be like, one of those a-holes that continues to lie, I mean, it's not going to get you anywhere. There's a lot of fake people out there, but we are trained by the media. Kardashian's lifestyle. Oh, everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be this. Everything has to be that.
Big.
Dude, reality is it's not. And I think it's beautiful that we're living in a non-perfect world where everything is coming out, where we are like right now, look, I'm recuperating from a week of being under the weather. And now I'm back and I'm like this. I'm honest. I could have been, you know what? Hold on, guys. Let me go get super dolled up. But no, I'd rather be right here like everybody else. You know, we're normal people. And I think up until we become those individuals that set up the example, that's when things are going to start being different.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. And to bring it back to talk about the Kardashians,
Yeah.
not too long ago, they did they were doing just like I guess you could say an audit, if you will. And one of the Kardashians that proposed supposedly was a millionaire. Guess what? She was falsifying documents on her taxes.
Dang.
She's not a millionaire.
Dang.
Boom.
Was that Kylie?
Lies.
Jeez.
Yes.
Dude, anything to fit
She's
in, bro.
self-made. That is not self-made.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I mean, to your point, I mean, lies. In order for you, dice mi papá, si vas a ser un ladrón, be a good ladrón, don't get caught. If you're gonna be a good liar, you're never gonna be a good liar. You're gonna lie after lie to cover the lie after the lie after the lie, and eventually it's gonna come out.
I forget my lies. I tell them myself, so I don't even go there because I'll forget the story bullshit I told you, and then I'll tell you the story again, and you're like,
wait.
oh my God, I just don't even bother.
I have a person on Instagram, Carmen Artistry. She's a makeup artist. Last night she was sending me messages. She says, "Oh, I like the topic that you guys are going to be doing." She says, "But pienso que la verdad es la cualidad más bella que existe en un ser humano y la honestidad. Si no hay eso en alguien, que Dios no las cruce por mi camino." Meaning, like, she doesn't want to be around liars. She says that she's been through a lot of lying, and that, let me see. She says that because of that, it has made her stronger, but it has also made her weaker because she believed in a lot of people and they screwed her over. So I don't know. It's a crazy way, because especially now that we're adults, like, you know, like when we're little kids, we learn how to lie, and we lie to get things, right? Like, for instance, my baby, she cries whenever she wants a toy. Oh, I want it, I need it because of this, because of that. But it's a little lie, but you got to correct them. You got to let them know that it's not right, because at the end of the day, where are you going to get at? Where are you going to be at? Because of a lie? Is that the new language, the new currency that we're going to be experimenting with? Lies? I don't know. It's a sub-layer. No, I hope not, but it is happening all around us. Like, for instance, little reference to the hood. I have a friend who lives right there by Indiana, in East LA, and he has a cousin that was working for a taco guy that's right off the freeway. And I used to love going to those tacos. They're delicious, right? But once he told me what happens behind closed doors, I was like, oh no. He told me that the cousin, he stopped going to that place because basically this guy,
Don't even tell me.
dude, basically this guy that makes the tacos,
Don't ruin my East LA tacos.
he lays out the meat during the day. Supposedly he has to prepare it during the day. He has trays of carne asada al pastor, and he lays it out, and flies are flying all over it. And when people go up to him in the night and ask him, "Oh, your food is really clean." "Oh yeah, super clean. I take care of it," and blah blah blah. Dude, and flies are all over it. And what happens there, man? And it's all because they want to make a profit. But I think more than anything,
But you know that's everywhere, right?
yeah,
Like, everybody does something like that to a certain extent. I used to work at Subway, and I hate the food industry because it's like that everywhere. They change the dates. They're supposed to throw the food out, and they just make us change the dates. They don't wash their hands the way that they're supposed to. Oh yeah, if they don't finish the food that's there, they'll dump it in the other one, and then they'll just change the dates. They don't change the temperature correct. I hated working there with all this shit that I would see. Like, do not eat at Subway.
oh no, I don't. I hated it naturally. Like, my stomach started hurting. I think that's the first time I started to get stomach problems, and probably it was because of that. It's a crazy world,
Yeah,
you know.
it
It's a lying world everywhere you look at it. Right now, especially with the COVID thing, A lot of people are saying that the numbers are inflated, that they're lying. You have the side that says that it's all a made-up disease, but then you have reality. People are dying. But then I have a friend this week. He's been on the show before, Rick. And you want what, Mama? Ahorita vamos, okay? We're almost done, okay? Vente para acá. Vente con papá. Vente con papá. Vente con papá. Véngase con papá.
Dad, we don't have this for mine.
We gotta go fix it, okay? We gotta go fix it.
We got this for mine.
Yeah, we're gonna go fix it for you, okay? Siéntese aquí. Siéntese aquí, mi amor. Aquí, 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 aquí. Okay, okay, con papá. Con papá. So here's Bella. So, basically, so he went to the doctor because he had a kidney infection, right? He had kidney stones. And they had him there for 4 days just because they had to give him 3 tests for COVID to make sure that he didn't have it. But what he didn't know is that they were charging his insurance $13,000 for every test. So the doctor kept telling him, no, you have it. Hold on, I got to make sure it is right. And da-da-da-da. Well, it boils down to everything, to money. Lying comes down to money. Lying comes down to getting something you want. Lying comes down to just being somebody that has no ethic. And I think rare are those that have ethic and they're honest. Both of you are my friends because I consider you honest people that are about their word.
Thank you.
And
likewise, brother.
Same way.
Thank you. I don't think amongst all the friends that I have, I could only call a few friends because a lot of people just use you and abuse you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I it's sad but true. It's sad but true. Most of the people out there are out there to get ahead, use you as a palanca. In other words, you know,
Yeah.
it's happened to me. I'm pretty sure it's happened to Edith. It's happened to Nachin, of course, and
Going through
it
it.
sucks. Yes, exactly, and it all ties down to the topic we've been talking about: growing and maturing. You know, the older you get, you start realizing, you know what? I don't need that many friends. All my friends I need are right here. I'm able to count them, and it's true. I have very few friends. I have people. I know a ton of people, but people that I actually call friends are very few.
Oh, yeah.
And those and I've lost friends because I'm straight up. If they want my opinion, I'm gonna give it to them. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Muchos agüitan, and some other has stuck around because of that.
And that's
because
good.
I'm straight up.
That's pretty good because you don't get that nowadays. A lot of people just hide behind an image. Okay, Mama. I'm too
I
loud.
had a huge circle too from work and meeting just people everywhere. I'm super friendly and I just held everybody at the same pedestal. I just love equally and gave equally to everybody. And 30 years old now, and I'm like, no, I think I got like 2 friends, 3 friends. I don't know. It's like that. You really will go out of your way and really do those things. Cause I was straight across the board. And
Don't you guys now
I
understand your
definitely-
parents? Don't you understand your parents now more than ever? The fact that that they had little friends. Okay, Bella, thank you. Hold on, we're talking, please. Thank you.
Not mine. Mines were always surrounded by freaking people all the time. All the time. My mom was always either taking care of someone or just family around. We were always surrounded by people.
But you, as an
Always.
individual, did you catch the ones that were fake and the ones that were liars just to use your parents?
I mean, her entire family.
Yeah.
Her entire family are the worst.
Well, that's
The
the thing,
worst.
right? Like you see people that are, you consider them, well, other people out there consider them weak because they're honest, because they get abused by those that are liars. It's until the point that you realize what is truth and what is a lie that you decide whether you want to continue in it or not. And I think that is the key behind this whole thing. You got to realize what is a lie and what is a liar, and whether you want to be part of that or not, and just stay away from it. It might hurt you because, like Edith said, it could be a family member, it could be a so-called friend, but a good friend is not going to use you, abuse you, or mistreat you and lie to you about anything and everything. I remember when I was 13, I had a best friend, right? And this guy, he was like, we were like really, really for each other. Like he needed something, I would go out of my way. But then I started to see that he was just a liar and he would lie to me about things. And I said, you know what? That was the first heartbreak that I had because I said, how can people be like that? Like you said, Charlie, in my mind, I couldn't comprehend that. But you got to evolve and you got to be a different individual nowadays and realize that liars are going to be liars and you're not going to change them. I have a friend of mine that I consider him a friend because I'm always there for him, but I accept him for who he is, but I stay away from him. This guy was going, getting into trouble left and right, and every time he would get out, he would come out and say, hey, I'm not going to do it anymore. Promise you, I'm not going to do this anymore. Up until the last time that in the same week, he got in trouble 3 times for the same thing, right? And I said, who's lying to who? I'm the one that's lying to myself, thinking that this person's all right,
Believing.
right, and that this person's 100% when I'm just living a lie. I need to get out of this and just live the reality and say, forget this. And I think that's when you liberate yourself, when you say enough is enough.
Yeah, true. I was still, you figured it out when you were 13. I figured it out at 30. I really believe if I put no ill intent out, it's not going to come back. Karma. So I always function under that assumption, and I was not paying attention how people use you, lie to you, because, yo no lo estoy haciendo, no me va a pasar nada. That's not true. They take advantage.
You gotta have a keen.
You know what?
Yeah, go ahead, Charlie.
No, and I'm just thinking of while you guys are talking. Sometimes even when someone lies, sometimes I lie, just because the information that's given to me is not correct. The person that's lying to me, I have to spit it out to someone else.
Bring it.
Like, for instance, I work in the healthcare field, and
Get it, Mama. It's
I'm being fed information from my bosses that have to pertain to our patients or our guests, and little by little, you're like, dang, and I go, do I really have to tell them this, or do I really have to do this? But you know what? It's my job. It's my job, and if I don't do that, it's like you said,
Sorry.
And yeah, it's you go ahead and it's like Edith said, you go ahead and just change the labels on them, and hey, they're fresh, and same. I think it goes across every
platform.
business, I guess, in a sense. Yeah, every platform. It goes across the way, and it's sad, but it's true. And for example, it's happening now, and it's very visible, and we need to go out there and vote, get this fool out of office,
And they say that's even a lie because they manipulate the votes. They manipulate everything they want. So
And the lies are not gonna stop.
they're not.
They're not.
You just got to become keen at it. You got to become a person that really understands truth and realize that it's in you, in your heart. You feel when something is wrong and when something is not right, and you got to follow that and be honest with yourself. I think that's the key, whether you want to participate on it or
That's
not.
the hardest thing to do, though.
It is, but you know the
Because
answer.
you don't know when you're lying to yourself sometimes.
Well, you got to look at it and see if it feels bad. You know it's wrong. There's something wrong with it. Like
Trust your gut.
trust your gut feeling. That's the number one thing. And don't go on to those people. Like I'm telling you, like all those business adventures that I did with people, I believe them because I aim to be good, right? To do good. And at the end of the day, those people were lying and they were getting something out of me, right? They were using me. And at the end, it hurt me. I felt bad. I did this, I did that. But you know what? They lost me and they're never going to get me. And that's the truth, because I'm not going to be around people that are like that anymore. I'm staying away from those. I have little friends. I don't go out that much anymore. I don't waste my time with fake people that try to live the nice lifestyle, that try to do this, that try to do that. No, I'm honest with myself and I'm happy by myself and my family.
Yeah, and that's it. I remember I would get in trouble in school, elementary and middle school and throughout high school. And my mom would be like, otra vez la vecina. And the teacher wanted to know how I felt about her, so I was being honest.
And I was getting told, like, oh, you're too blunt. You don't have a filter. Like, you need to watch your mouth. I'm like, oh, I thought it was called honesty, but okay. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I'll label it whatever you want to label it, but I'm still being direct and clear.
And you have to. And I think that's the key. That's the remedy, because that's how you get rid of the liars, because they cannot stand truth and they cannot stand people that are straight up serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, both of you guys, thank you so much. Today was a short show because I'm still a little bit under the weather, but I thank you for making the effort to be in
Hope you
here.
feel better soon.
Thank you. And Belita wants jugo, so I gotta go make her jugo and her little breakfast. And we're gonna get going, but hope you guys have a safe 4th of July. The only thing I can say is stay true to yourself, be honest with yourself. If it feels wrong, don't do it. Stay away from those people and live a truthful life within yourself. Find what makes you happy and do that, and stay away from those that just use you for money or just use you to get something out of you. Be around people that are honest, and those will come naturally.
Yeah, for sure.
Next week, guys.
Thank you for the opportunity again.
No, thank you, Edith, for being here. Next week, I'm thinking about a topic that came to my mind last night. I want to talk about ni de aquí ni de allá. Our culture, being bilingual, bicultural, and yet not having an identity. Let's talk about that. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Ni de aquí ni de allá.
Yeah.
Vámonos.
That's exactly how I feel.
Okay, let's go get jugo. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Charlie, gracias, canijo.
My pleasure, brother. Ya sabes, aquí estamos.
Nice seeing you, Charlie.
And, no, my pleasure. If you guys have any ideas in regards to any topic or anything you want to, a comment you want to drop us a note, feel free to go and email us at the lovenote247@gmail.com. Once again, lovenote247@gmail.com.
Stay safe out there. Yeah, stay safe. I mean, COVID is still rolling. And just stay away from negative people, because sometimes that's what they bring, diseases, nastiness. Edith, gracias. Te me cuidas, eh?
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.